All right, let's solve this force vector together. So this one's pretty simple. We have F1, 800 newtons pointing upward, F2, 600 newtons with 30-degree angle. So I like to start with the sum of the forces in the x direction. Let's see, if I break this apart into its components, we have its x component and its y component. So for the x, it's just going to be 600 cosine 30 degrees. And that's all that's happening in the x direction, actually, for this problem, because the y is pointing straight upward into the y direction at no angle. Whoops, in the y direction. So we have just 800 newtons. Beautiful. So let's calculate, also too, actually, let's not forget the y component, right? So it's pointing downwards, 600 newtons at 30 degrees sine 30. Almost forgot about that, but we can't forget about that. Sine 30. Let's get our x value. I'm getting 519 point, it's around 62 newtons for the x component. And for my y component, I'm going to get 800 minus 600 sine 30, straight 500 newtons. Now, let's get our resultant force. It's going to be the magnitude of both of these, square root and squared. 0.62 squared plus 500 squared. Let's see what our magnitude is. So the value that I'm getting is for our magnitude is 721, whoops, newtons. Okay, so it's asking us for the direction. Now, this is our x component and our y component, and they're both positive. So if you were to draw a representation of the components, let's do it in purple. We have our x component along the x-axis, this is 519.62, and we have a positive y component going upward, 500. And so this literally builds another triangle that's the direction ultimately of where the magnitude is going to be pointing towards. So what is that angle? Of course, it's the inverse tangent theta of, and tangent means TOA. That's how I kind of have that sheet, which means opposite, which is opposite from this angle, 500, over adjacent. And adjacent just means it's adjacent to it. It's not the hypotenuse, it's adjacent to it in regard of like a straight line. So 519.62. So that should give me a value of, okay, cool. So I'm getting a value of 43.89. I'm just going to round to 43.9 degrees as the direction. So there you have it, another solved statics problem. Hope this helps. Thank you.